Okay, so today we're going to start with 42. This is the estimation. So if we have 542, you just make it 500. So you're rounding it to whatever that first digit is. This is hundreds, this is thousands, so that's 8,000. This is hundreds, so it's 400, like that. Do each one of those like that, okay? Then change each one of them to scientific notation. Okay, so that's very simple. It's just the first number times 10 to however many zeros. Okay, then you have all those little numbers in front. Multiply them as much as you can in your head. You're not using a calculator even for that. Add up the exponents on the tens and write that down. So I multiplied several of them, got that, and got that, and got that. Okay, well at this point I'm going to round again. So this becomes 200, that's 20, and that's 60. Okay, so you're going to change that again to a 2, and a 6, and then you have these zeros. You just count the zeros for your exponents. Add that 4. There's 4 additional ones. You're going to add it to that and get 19. Then I have 2 times 2, which is 4. 4 times 6 is 24. You can do that. So I have 24 times 10 to the 19th. But this decimal is here. It needs to move here. So I move it and add 1 to the 20. But you can just change that back to a 2. So no calculators. So you're doing all this in your head. When you get as much as you can do, then you just round again. So here I've rounded again, just like I did a minute ago, and adjusted my exponents, just like we've learned. So here I have an 8 and a 4, which is a 32, and I have a 9 and a 6, which is a 54. I changed that to a 30 and that to a 50. So I just happen to know that 3 over 5 is 0.6. Okay? I mean, you can say to yourself it's more than a half. And you can just think 1 if you want to. And then you adjust these. Okay? And I'll show you this one too. So remember, when you move right, you subtract from the exponent. When you move left, you add. So you go through, you round, that'd be a 5. That's going to be an 8, like that. That's a 7. And then adjust the exponent. So this is what you get. So that's 40 over 7. You just add those up, to do that. And when you look at that, you don't have to put that in your calculator. You just say, what is that about? Well, 7 times 5 is 35, and 7 times 6 is 42. It's closer to a 42 than it is to 35, so make a 6. That's all you need to do on 42. Okay? So in 43, it's talking about sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, so it says, using this right triangle, calculate the value of sine, cosine, and tangent. So if angle B, so we're going to want the sine of angle B. So you look at B, and you know that sine is opposite side over hypotenuse. So that's 12 over 20. You need to always reduce them. So 3/5. And you want the cosine of B. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Again, reduce it. So the tangent of B. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. And again, reduce it. So these are your answers. See, same thing down here. But we're talking about angle T here. So for this angle right here, for this one right here, we want to find sine, cosine, and tangent. Sine is 21 over 20. 21 opposite, I said 21 over 20. It's opposite over hypotenuse, 21 over 29. So it might be that one, and it might be that one. Okay? Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so 20 over 29, so it's not that one. So I think that's probably it. We're going to keep going just in case we made another mistake. Tangent is 21 over 20, 21 over 20. So the answer is this one. Okay. Now what you want to do, when it says find the measure of an angle, it said whose tangent is that? So the tangent, and we'll just say angle A, the tangent of an angle is 0.7002. Then you change this to A equals the inverse tangent, that's what that's called, 0.7002. Now you're going to use your calculator, and you're going to hit second tangent, And that's when it comes up with that. And then put in the value and hit enter. And when you do that, the calculator will come out and you just round it to 35 degrees. Okay? Hopefully that's helpful.